I want to talk to you about the pharmaceutical industry and Novartis in particular. I mean, we're a large pharma company. Our mission is to find innovative new drugs to help cure and treat disease. We spend a lot of money, billions of dollars, trying to find new drugs, new chemical compounds, new biologic agents that will be able to successfully treat diseases while still being safe, okay? And most of the products that we have, that we research and we develop, don't make it to market. Only a small percentage of those do. So we have huge R&D budgets. Two things that have come out of the Novartis R&D pipeline are a drug recently approved for heart failure and one in psoriasis. These are chronic conditions. Again, costs a lot of money to develop these. And what we're seeing is when we're launching drugs like this in today's market, we're seeing an environment of austerity. We're seeing very limited healthcare budgets from payers and governments who reimburse for pharmaceutical products. We're seeing that coupled with an aging population, a population with chronic diseases, so diseases that need treatment for years and years. And what we have is a situation just ripe for disruption, ripe for innovation. And when I talk about innovation, I'm not talking about the traditional pharma innovation in terms of new chemical compounds or biologic agent, new drugs, but innovation in the sense of taking that and combining it with digital technologies and using that and some of the data that can be captured from that to really transform the way the pharmaceutical industry conducts business. Any of you who are familiar with the industry, we go through very stringent controlled clinical trials where we test drugs to make sure that they're safe and effective. We submit the data to regulatory agencies and they approve it based on that data. But once that happens and drugs are actually used in the real world, we actually don't know how they're working. Are they actually working? And you may say, well, if it works in a clinical trial, why not in the real world? The difference is that in a clinical trial, only certain people are part of that trial, right? So we define who the people are who are taking the drug. We also define the regimens. It's a very controlled, strict sort of study. So people take their medicines when they should, but in the real world, that doesn't really happen. So actually, we launch products into the market, and we don't know for sure if these products are actually working as they did in clinical studies, okay? So what we want to do is use digital technologies to monitor people as they're taking our drugs in the real world and actually find out if they're working.